Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to this week's episode of the Monday Movie Forecast, your quick audio only rundown of everything hitting theaters and streaming this week. I'm Troy, and every Monday I'll get you caught up in just a few minutes just so you know exactly what's worth putting on your watch list. I hope you all had a good weekend at the movies. Some big things came out this past weekend: Rental Family, Wicked for Good. I have those reviews up on the channel if you're interested in seeing that. But let me know in the comments, what did you see this weekend? Maybe something new, maybe something that's been a few weeks old. Be curious to know what you caught this weekend. Let me know your thoughts below. But anyway, let's get to it. Here's what's coming to theaters this week. Kind of big week at the theaters for Thanksgiving. We have the movie Eternity releasing this week from A24, starring Miles Teller, Elizabeth Olsen, Callum Turner, and Divine Joy Randolph. It's a really exciting, interesting movie about the afterlife. And so I will definitely attempt to check that out. We also have big from Walt Disney Studios, Zootopia 2, the sequel to Zootopia that came out, I believe, in 2016, starring a ensemble cast there as a continuation of that story that's going to be hitting theaters this week. We also have in limited release, we have a couple things in limited release and some big titles. We have Hamnet from Chloe Zhao, starring Paul Mescal, Sam Mendes, and Maggie O'Farrell. A lot of hype around this movie. It's kind of a reimagined story of the Shakespeare classic. And so check that out if it's in your local theater, check your local listings. And then also in limited release, we have the next installment of the Knives Out franchise, Wake Up Dead Man, from Ryan Johnson. So check that out if you're able to. It's going to be limited this week. They said it's going to be a couple weeks in theaters, but check that out if you're able to. Otherwise, it will be hitting Netflix later this month. Some other limited releases: we have The Thing with Feathers, which is starring Benedict Cumberbatch, an indie film there, if you're interested, as well as H is for Hawk, another limited release. That is what is going on in theaters this weekend. And so we pivot now to streaming. Again, kind of a lighter week on the streaming side of things. Netflix, they're kind of kicking off their holiday season with Jingle Bell Heist, a rom-com. If you're a big fan of the Hallmark Christmas movies, I think that you'll probably enjoy that. But that's going to be a release on Netflix this week. On Hulu, we also have Brideheart starring Rebel Wilson. That is a film coming out starring Anna Camp as well, Simon West, and Divine Joy Randolph. And so look for that on Hulu this week. Another thing from Netflix coming out, Left-Handed Girl. That is a film set in Taiwan about a single mother and her two daughters returning to Taipei and kind of uncovering some buried secrets. So pretty interesting there if you're into that. So that's your Monday movie forecast this week. A short, simple, and everything you need to kick off your week for this Thanksgiving season. If you want more breakdowns, reviews, and hype about what's hitting next, make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss next Monday's episode. I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thanks for tuning in.